if you can keep that right foot down all the time. If your car's not handling, I don't care if it's tight or if it's loose. You always crack the throttle to let that car recover a little bit. If you can keep the gas pedal down all the way to your pit stop, you are going to be in a good position to win this race.
Well, speaking of position, you can see the guys that are moving up through the field at the bottom of our screen there. Sam Hornish Jr. has been slicing his way through the pack. He's gained a bunch of spots. Elliott Sadler's got 9, and Larry, I gotta tell you, Jeff Gordon's grabbing a handful. Oh, we got some trouble down the backstretch. 2 cars, including Mark Martin, sliding through.
Spun us down the back.
The inside of the track in our first caution of the night now.
You all right, Mark?
That's what he was trying to say here. Let's try to get a look. You see the 17 car up there, and I think Mark was just trying to slide up there in front of Matt, and that was just a close call, and an inch would have done it.
Yeah, and
you know, Montoya.
Whoa!
Almost made it.
But you look at Matt, there's 2 cars coming from 2 different angles to the same spot on the racetrack. And, you know, it's one of those deals that's give and take. And I don't think Matt thought that he was going to come up that quick either. I hate that for Mark, man.
You can see how well that car is handling. The first run, a little too tight spin on the track, Ralph.
Yeah, we do. It's Casey Mears, the same spot, actually, where we saw Mark Martin.
Caution's out, Todd. We spun off at 2.
Whoa!
Oh,
wow.
Man, he had it saved. He had it saved.
I can't believe he jumped off the brake and let that thing roll.
Yeah,
because
man,
I thought
that's where you jump on the throttle.
Yeah,
at least.
And look, it's easy to sit up here and criticize, so let me say that. I apologize. But I really thought that when he was on the brake that the thing was going to stop, and then it just rolled off.
All right, I'm going to try to circle him. No, that's easy. I have to circle him. There he is. You do the next one, Kyle. Ooh. And you know what? That was one of those. Watch, he's down on the bottom and down.
And I almost said, but he let off right there. No, yeah.
But you'll see that a lot in turn 2.
Let's go around the field, and we'll kick things off with Marty Snyder.
Yeah, kind of have to go around because the cars are all jumbled up, but Denny Hamlin so far has kept it out front. Terrific night for the FedEx team so far. Hamlin very happy with the car. When I talked to Mike Ford this morning, he told me the key tonight, finishing. They are 6th in the championship standings, but only 84 points in the chase, so just a top 10 is really what they want. Tony Stewart, you can count on 2 things tonight. They've won the race off pit road, and he's been on the bottom of the racetrack the entire night. Takes about 8 laps for that 14 car to come in, but he always finds his way towards the front at the end of the run, Matt.
The 99 Carl Edwards 3rd in line, and the yellow car hasn't gone to victory lane since last November here in Florida, South Florida. He's been on a roll, though, 3 top 5s in the last 6 races. This car was so good in practice, he quit early.
Oh,
but there was a crash on the racetrack.
On the backstretch. Big problems going down towards turn number 3. A lot of cars involved. Rudiman is in that. Gilliland is in there. Boyer. You see the 43 of Sorensen, the 83 of Vickers. There's Rudiman. Dale Jr. caught up in it as well. Smoke just pouring out of the 88.
And this is, you know, we talk about this racetrack all the time. You see the 12 car.
Wow.
He gets tapped.
Yeah.
He gets into the back. It's like Casey gets in the back of him.
Yeah, and that's what happens with these cars sometimes. If you're not dead straight when you're hitting the guy in front of you bump drafting, you're going to turn them straight into the wall.
And you saw the 00 turn to the outside. Well, obviously he got hit in the back and turned the opposite way by somebody. Now look at that. You can see nothing. From where we were sitting right there, you could see from there, you could see nothing back all the way to turn 2.
Yeah, Casey definitely got into the 12, didn't he? Watch Rudiman in the 00 come around.
Yeah, well, at this point.
Right. Oh, man.
At this point, when you're behind something like that happened, all you can do.
The higher he is, the looser the car gets. Now his car's a little bit tight, so I think really Wally and Kyle, it's more of a handling issue as to why Tony's hugging that yellow line more than anything else. Don't you guys agree?
Certainly that explains it, Marty. I mean, if that's why he's choosing it, because he's too loose on the high side, then exactly. Especially on the restarts. Up, we got the 00 in the wall.
Oh, David
Clear down, all the way down.
And he's been kind of having some issues. I
Got
saw
one more
him
coming on the outside there, outside, right front blue.
I saw him struggling when they went back to green.
but we saw that car. That car was torn all to pieces, and that's the problem.
It was
with going
good
back.
before that, though.
Yeah, but that's the problem with going back out on the racetrack. This is what we were talking about earlier. These cars that go back out, you come in, you try to fix these things, not get a lap down, try to fix them, and like you said must have cut a right front tire. You see the car, it's humming along there. Everything looks good. He's turning down, coming down the racetrack. Boom. The fender comes up. He blows the right front tire because probably the tire's rough.
He radioed Mike Ford, I might have a right front going down. You heard the voice of Curtis Markham, former driver. Now Denny Hamlin, spotter, trying to do what he could do to see the right front tire, but obviously still going on.
Marty! Kurt Busch and David Reagan.
There goes the splitter.
I thought they were going to get together a little earlier. They almost had a big problem. They waited a little while longer, and then finally.
And I'll tell you what, I will be surprised if the
Yeah, we
11's,
spun out. We might have some.
if the 11's right front isn't down to the cords.
Yeah, because he's hammered it this last time.
Looking out the windshield.
Yeah.
They're trying to block each other. Whoa!
Oh man!
And all you're trying to keep that guy behind it. You don't.
Oh,
here we
there
go.
it is. Scott Speed, AJ Allmendinger.
Still outside. Stay in the gas.
Scott Speed in the Red Bull number 82.
And you just get to this point of the race and you can just expect it because everybody is trying to protect their position. And if you look in the mirror, you see a guy has a run on you, you're going to turn in front of him and try to block it.
Just like Wally says, early in the race, there's give and take. There's give and take. We're sitting here looking at 9 laps to go when they were coming by, 8 laps to go. There is no give. There's all take right here.
So the 44 had to check up a little bit. The 82 had a run. And he figured, you know what, I got enough run, I think I can clear him. And he slid up the track.
Look at him sawing the wheel in there too, just being the victim, being trapped in the middle groove.
And go ahead, the 26 was coming too.
Yeah, 26 is coming.
To help Stewart.
Doesn't matter. Kyle Busch is going to hog all the racetrack, or he should. He's mirror driving right now.
Tony Stewart trying to get to the bottom.
He may get turned for mirror driving, but he's going to be mirror driving.
Stewart's trying to squeeze in there.
See that hand?
Shoving to the bottom.
See that
He
hand?
just wanted to touch him, man. Just wanted to touch him.
Can't get him to the high side. Here he comes.
There he
turns
goes.
him.
He turns him.
Busch in the
Oh,
wall.
my God.
Here comes Stewart to the checkered
Tony
flag.
Stewart.
And another car gets in the backside. It's Casey Kane. And they're scattering everywhere as they come to the line.
Some of these guys hit hard, man.
And one of them was Kyle Busch.
They're still hitting hard. Man, that's an ugly finish. Bumper to him just a little bit and got him loose and slid him up the racetrack. You see him right here. He drives right to that corner right here. When he makes that turn, boom, I want to be right on that 18's corner and force him up the racetrack right there.
Okay, now Kyle's
blocks.
hanging on,
He blocks.
but he's going to block.
Back.
And it just ran himself over the 14 car.
And here's what happened. Just like we talked about at Talladega and everybody talked about, block me once. That's okay. Block me twice, you're going up in the grandstands or you're going in the wall. And that's what happened. The 18 made 2 swipes at him. One to the inside, one to the outside.
Yeah, this one's fair right here. This one's
not
fair. You kind of had it coming.
Yeah, he had that one coming. When you cut back across the hood of somebody after you've blocked him once, and Tony, once he blocked, Tony put the bumper on the outside of him. He was there.
Watch the 9. I think it's
Watch
a 9 car
gets
takes
right in the
hit.
back.
I mean, just clobbers Kyle Busch.
And these guys, there's a 31 car, but these guys hit hard right here.
Logano finally, his luck ran out. He just
but you see these guys coming across the racetrack. This is ugly down here. They're very fortunate nobody got hurt right there.
Trying to bump you. Stay on this yellow line. Chase up, coming up high. There you go.
Pick the rear tires off the ground. Now watch this next hit.
Oh man!
Wow. That's a 180-mile-per-hour shot right there.
Man, that was brutal.
Listen to it.
I think they lost the camera on that one.
Yeah, that's incredible.
For Tony Stewart, his 36th win in his 374th start. Oh man, there goes our camera.
And we lost another camera right there.
Daytona fans got their money's worth.
That was an incredible finish.